What's up, y'all? As you could tell by the title of this video, it explains why I'm going to drop out of college and the factors and the decisions that led up to this ultimate decision that I made to drop out of college. I felt that college. Well, first off, let me start from the beginning. Ever since that I was in middle school, high school, I always planned on going to college one day. I saw this idea of college as being the ticket to having a successful life and what I wanted to do. I always saw college as a way to get ahead in life, and I still do think that college is a valuable tool to have success in life, but now I've come to the realization that college is not really the right path for me and what I want to do. And so when I was middle and high school, I always dreamed of going to these top colleges, whether it was to play sports, whether it was to be on an academic scholarship, whether it was to, just live out my passions during my college time. And when it came down to my senior year of high school, I was kind of excited to go to college, to say the least, because I had this expectation of myself of going to college, somewhere else. And I felt that college was going to be a stepping stool for me to, live out my dreams in my life. And, the pressure of going to college for me was that people around me were always, I wouldn't say pressure, but there was unknowingly pressuring me to go to college. I guess because they always hear, oh, RJ's he doing good in school right now, he's doing this, he's doing that. Oh yeah, he got accepted into college. Yeah, he's going to college right now, he needs to go to college. And all of that pressure, I wouldn't say got to me, but it was just so overwhelming that people, my family, friends, were expecting me to do something that they wanted me to do. Now, mind you, I realized that they want me to be successful. They want to see me win. But as my senior year went on, and as it came time to go to college, I felt kind of scared at that point because I didn't know what to expect. And people were, like I said, people were expecting me to do great things, get my degree, work hard in college, not to get in trouble, and to just live my life the way, society tells us to live. And once I got to college, it was a good experience at the time, but it was just draining. It was so draining of what I really wanted to do. I always had a passion for creating. I said that I wanted to write movies, direct one day, act one day, design clothes, and create videos here on YouTube. And I felt that college was a barrier for that because I never really had time to do these things. College, my main time spent in college were studying, doing essays, doing homework, taking exams and tests that are really not going to matter in the future. If you think about it, things you do in school, some of the things you do, actually most of the things you do in school are not really going to apply in real life. I think that college is really a time where you think about what you want to do, and I already had that in my mind of what I wanted to do. I had my plan down since I was in elementary. I always wrote everything down, and I knew what I wanted to do, and one of them was to go to college. But when I got to college, I realized that I was wondering, what am I doing here? Like, I was in class, learning about, in the astronomy class, learning about the sun, moon, and stars, and I just thought to myself, what am I really doing here? How is all of this going to apply to my everyday life? And second off, what is a degree for what I'm going to do? How is that going to help me in the long run? A degree only helps you when you're becoming maybe a doctor, lawyer, engineer, things of that realm. That's when you really need to get your degree, because most oftentimes in that field of study, they're not going to accept people who don't have degrees in that realm. But for what I want to do, I just want to create. And the time I spent studying, I could have been spending more of that time getting experience, writing more, creating more videos and stuff like that. And I felt that college was just a waste of time for me to do all of these things. Granted, I did get experience from college, but that was outside of, the college hours of gaining experience on the movie set, gaining experience on America's Got Talent. I've gained that experience outside of college, and I think that's really important to just get experience, especially in the field I want to get in, the film, TV, creator world. In general, you just need experience. The college degree really doesn't matter long as you know what you're doing. And for me, college could be a tool for some people. College could actually help some people do what they love to do. But it took me a semester of college to realize that I don't really need it. It's not necessary. And one of the things that I was researching, I was learning about, is that we've been trained, we're literally robots in this society. We've been literally trained to get this idea that you need to get good grades, you need to go to college, because most oftentimes society tells us that kind of thing, that, oh, you need to do this, rather than learn real life situations and how you're going to pay the bills, how you're going to live out your life, how you're going to pursue your passions in the field you may go into. They never taught us the practical stuff in school. And it took me 18 years of my life to realize that. And most people do not realize that. We've been trained, we're a slave to that mentality, that we have to go to college. We have to, don't get me wrong, education is a great thing to have, but self-education is the best thing to go. Researching, learning on your own. We have access now to so much technology and we have access to a lot of things now. Social media, we could just look up on Google on tutorials on how to tie your shoe, or how to develop a website. You don't really need school to do these things now. And I think that some people from previous generations and some kids now in this generation don't realize that. And I'm not trying to persuade anybody to not go to college, but I'm trying to tell people to dream, to plan out your thoughts, to realize that college is not the only way out. It's been countless numbers of people that have made it without college. Some of the biggest names have made it without college. Some of even the names you may not even know didn't even have a degree. And another reason why I sort of went to college was that I've been instilled that people were just telling me that I didn't think they told me that I needed to go to college, but it was repeated nonstop that I was expected to go to college, and that expectation is, don't let anybody pressure you to do anything. You think for yourself, and don't let anybody, not even your own family, not even your own friends, influence the decisions in your life. You have the ability to take control of your own life. You and God especially, taking control of your life. And I realized that I want to go on and do these big things. I want to be able to say that I'm successful and that I made an impact in people's lives, not because of the education I received, of the degree, of the piece of paper that I received in college or high school, for even that. I just want to express my creativity, and I feel that college is not the route that I would take. Like, it's not a necessary route. Like, people are literally making money online being themselves. Not saying that you should chase your dream or passion based off of money, but I'm telling you that DIY, do it yourself, you have the power. The power is within your hands. People are literally making music, garbage or not. People are making and creating things that they want, and people are actually buying into these products that they are selling to people. People are actually watching these people, like y'all watching me now. And probably another reason that I'm going to drop out of college is because I do not want to see my family, struggle no more. I want to be able to say that I moved my mom out of Memphis and out to a better place, maybe even LA or something like that. I want to be able to say that my dad doesn't work anymore because of what I do, and that they're able to live the lifestyles that they truly deserve, because they truly deserve everything that has been given to them and everything that has yet to be given them. And I think that I should repay them in that way. And them, like, my dad did not have to pay for me to go to college. And for him to do that, that's the ultimate sacrifice. Many people don't have parents like that would do such things as that. And me just being in college and wasting all this money to be sitting in a classroom, wasting time of what I could be doing now is a detrimental thing to my parents. I feel like I'm doing a disservice to them by staying in school and knowing what I can and I will do in the future, in this upcoming year. And I just see so many people, especially in my family, that go through the same cycle of working these 9 to 5, staying in this city. And I'm here to break this cycle. I'm here to break this cycle of making it out of this city and bringing those who love me with me to do better things in my lifetime. And I want to succeed because of them. I want to succeed because of those black kids who don't know that they could create and be whoever they want to be. I want to be successful because of my parents and what they've been through throughout their whole entire life. I want to just be the best me that I can. And I want to be able to freely do whatever I want to do and be successful in that, in order to provide better lives for those who supported me, for my best friends who stuck with me since day one, for those who came along the way and just supported me then, for my sister, for my cousins, for my best friend, everybody who has supported me, even those who have doubted me. I want to show them that they could do anything, and that school, college, none of that defines you. At the end of the day, God places everybody on earth for some type of reason, and I feel that this is my reason. This is my calling, to create and to design this world where people could freely create and express themselves and to be the best them they could be. And I feel that college doesn't teach you these life lessons. Of course, the college experience, you gain living in the college campus and living in that world, you could gain life lessons from that, but they don't teach you the values of outside life. And I feel that college was such a bubble and was such a struggle for me. And I was honestly on the brink of just not being depressed, but going to that mind state where I just didn't want to do anything because of college. And this is ultimately me just trying to be happy. And that's what you have to do in life. You have to do what is best for you. And I got the idea that college was gonna make me happy, but in reality, it didn't. It was a cycle of waking up early in the morning, not to do what I love to do, but to go to class to learn about something that I'm not gonna even probably use in my lifetime. And it was just a constant cycle of going to class, then going to the library to study hours and hours. And I pushed myself to the point where I was really like, I cannot do this anymore. I was constantly studying and studying because that's what we get in our brains. We've been trained to just do that sort of thing, to go to school and to be left with the amount of debt we have in order to waste time in college. And then when you get out of college, you don't have that experience. You're just stuck with debt and no jobs most of the time. And many people don't get it. And it's just this cycle of me going to the library and studying and not taking the time to realize what am I studying and how is this going to apply in my life. And college is, in school in general, don't teach you about the practical ways of life, like how to pay a bill, how to invest in this business, how to create, how to do all of these things that you're gonna have to do in your life, how to raise kids, how to do all of these things that you're gonna have to face in the real world. And another thing that really bothered me about being in college, being in school in general, was that the people around me, people just didn't care when they was in college. They was constantly going there to just drink, to just party. And I had the mindset that I was like, I'm coming here to work hard. I'm coming here so that I could be successful in life. What are you doing? Why are you here to party and drink and do all these things and waste your life? Like, you could do this for free. You don't have to go to college and party and drink. Like, that's some of the dumbest things I've ever heard people say, is that gain the college experience by going there to just party and drink and smoke and do all of these things. No, that's not the way to live. If you're doing that in college, then you shouldn't be at college at all. That's what pisses me off about how society has trained us to be these things, and these perceptions and expectations of us young people in this generation. People in this generation need to be more ambitious, need to have a plan, need to have goals and dreams and execute them as soon as possible, because we only have one life to live and we're not guaranteed another day. College is here forever and could stay. Like, I could go back and get my degree if I wanted to. College is always going to be there. College and school is always going to be there. Think about that. College and school is always going to be there. And your life is not guaranteed. The things you want to do are not guaranteed in your lifetime. Like, really think about that. You can go to college at whatever age you want. You could go to college at 18, 35, at even 80 years old and still get that degree or diploma or whatever you need to get. But the things that you dream of doing, your life, those things are not gonna last. Like, your life could end in a split second. And many people that have gone through college and are working these 9 to 5s always have regrets in their lives, thinking that they should have done this when they were young. They should have done this, they should have done that. And I don't want to be one of those people working a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life and regretting that I didn't do this or take a risk in my life to do these types of things that I want to do. And I'm glad that this monkey is off my back right now, because I felt that whole life I had to go to college. I had to do this. And I didn't think to myself, what do I really want to do? How can I better my life? What do I want to do? What do I want to gain from life? How can I do this in order to get to where I want to go to? And that's ultimately what you have to ask yourself. And again, I'm not saying don't go to college, but I'm saying that college isn't the only route. It isn't the only ticket to get to where you want to go to. And if you want to do something, go and do it. You have to make that plan. And I'm in the development of making that plan. And I've been making my plan throughout my whole life. and dream bigger each day and know why you're going for these things. Because if you're in it to do it for the money, like I didn't start a YouTube to make money. I didn't do that. I realized that I wanted to create video, that I felt that this was an outlet for me to speak to everybody and to show that you could do it if you're like me. Like, I'm 19, I'm a black teen in America, and I feel that I could do anything that I set my mind to do. And I'm doing it right now, and I want to do it to a greater level in this year to come. Like, I have dreams of writing, directing movies and TVs. I have dreams of becoming an actor. So I said I may want to take acting improv classes. I said that I want to make videos. So I started my YouTube. I want to move to like LA. I plan to do that. And I'm in a development of figuring out how I'm going to do these things. And the more that I plan, the more that I dream, the more that I realize these things, college is becoming the last option. And I feel that kids today, especially black kids, because the odds are all against them, they feel that college is the ticket out. Now, it may be for some people. It may be for some people that you maybe need college to get out of that situation you're living in, to get out of the ghetto, to get out of that bad situation you're in. That might be the key. But I want to make sure that kids, especially black kids, realize that it is more than just rapping or shooting hoops. You can be able to make music, put it out online. You could create videos from wherever you are, starting with the phone. I'm filming off of my iPhone. You could be able to own your own business, design clothes, design shoes, be a CEO and your own boss of whatever you want to do. And you could do all of that without college. But if you feel that you don't have a plan, take a gap year before you dive into the world of college. Don't just go to college because people tell you to, or because society says that we need to, or that everybody says that that's the key to making it in life. The key to making it in life is having your own ambition, knowing what you want to do, and actually doing that on your own. And it didn't take me a minute to realize that, but it took some time to develop that mindset into my own. And I've been just researching and finding more about myself in these last few days, in these last few months that I was in college. I just feel that I'm in a point in my life that the only way I could go is up, and I feel that something great is about to happen to not only my life, but the lives around me, like my family, my friends. I feel that everybody is going to succeed in my life, including me, whether it is in the next few weeks, whether it's late in the year, whether it's a year or a couple of years. I feel that something great is about to happen. This was a pretty hard video to make because I didn't know how people would feel about me. dropping out of college, and the many people I've told people that yeah, college is good. That's pretty much a generic answer in our everyday lives, but we never tend to express how we really feel about the situation we're in. And I wanted to share that with everybody, my family, my friends. I wanted to share that to all of you and the people who don't even know me that are watching this. I wanted to share that with you and show you what I'm going through, because many people, they ask me, including my family, oh, you doing good in college? I always say yeah, as an answer just to give, but truthfully, it was okay at the most. It was okay. Now, the people that I met along the way in college, man, some of them have been a critical part of where I'm at now. I've met people who have dreams, who taught me how to become a better person. And I met some people that are just toxic. And I met people that just are in it for a minute instead of in it for the long run. I met so many people that are bad influences, that just want to, smoke, drink. Not saying that that's necessarily a horrible thing to do, and party, but I just met people that lack ambitions and lack a plan in their lives. And many people, it's okay to not have a plan in your life right now, but I want to encourage people to dream and know what they want to do, especially when you're in the prime of your life. Because the time where you're 18 to probably 30 years old, that's probably the prime years of your lifetime, your 20s. And I don't want to look back at my 20s thinking, dang, I should have done this, I should have did that. I want to be able to look back on my 20s and say, wow, look how many people's lives I impacted. Look at how far I come from creating this into creating this whole big thing. And I just want to continue to have that ambition, to have that mindset that nothing is going to stop me long as I have God on my side, long as I have that creative ability, and long as I execute it. That's the important thing about it. That's what I'm doing now, creating videos. First, I was timid. I was just thinking, wow, what would people think of me if I put out YouTube videos? Just being myself, being my goofy self in my everyday lives. What would people think if I put this out? And I threw away that notion that I didn't care what people think about me now. I don't care anymore. I don't care what my family, my friends, strangers, I don't care what anybody thinks of me. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what other people have to say about your life. It doesn't matter what they say, long as you know what you're doing and what's best for you, what you want to do. And I was afraid, kind of scared to make this video, because I didn't know what people would think about me dropping out. But now it's taking me some time, but now I realize that it's for the better for me, and it would be detrimental to myself, to others, to just stay in college because they want me to be instead of what I want to do. And like I said, I feel that something is good gonna come out of this. I'm going to continue to work harder than ever before. I'm going to keep creating these YouTube videos every day. I'm going to begin designing. Me and my sister have begun designing for our own clothing brand. I'm going to continue to do the proper research on how to move out and the expenses needed to do such things, and what I need to do in order to reach this level of success. Because like I said, we only have one life to live. And if you waste your time doing this and being in a situation that is not really necessary for your life, then you're going to be stuck. And you're going to come out of that situation once it comes time to end. And you're going to come out of that situation and just be miserable, regretful, and yeah, so I hope that what I want people to gain out of this video of me talking to you face to face, I want all of you to know that it is something bigger in your life, whether you know it right now or know it later. It is something big. If you want to do something in your life, go out and just do it, and don't care what people say. Just go out. If you want to move out, know what you're getting yourself into and plan that, but also know that if your dream is to become this and that, go ahead and do it. Do the research and just go out and execute that plan. Not care. Well, I should say, care about what your parents say to you, because obviously their advice is the advice that you would hear first. But realize that at the end of the day, it's your life. And so if you want to travel, make a travel plan and go out and just do it. Plan it out, dream, execute, get people around you to do it with you. Especially when you're starting off alone, doing what you want to do. Especially when moving out. Have people want to move out with you and have the same dream as you, and build it into something greater. And I just want especially black kids to know that they are something. They could be who they are, not worrying about societal norms of what people have to say to them. Just do you, and know that you could be anything you want to be, and that is a true statement. I live and die by that statement every day of my life. You could be whatever you want to be, as long as you put your mind to it. And I live by that because I've been taught that. And for those who want to go to college, go to college. Go to college, but if you don't know what you want to do, maybe take a gap year before you dive into the world of college, and know that if you don't have enough scholarships and you're not on full ride, know that you're gonna get into debt. Know that prior to you going, because for me, I thought, okay, I'm going to an in-state school, I'm going to get these scholarships, and I end up getting a little bit of scholarships, but they didn't cover my whole career in college. They wasn't gonna pay the full 4 years, and I didn't realize that coming in. So you always have to research, have a plan. Remember, you have access at the tip of your fingers to just Google or to just look up a YouTube video on how to do such things that you want to do in your life. And be the best you that you can. Always strive for perfection and always strive to do better. and make sure that what you're doing is going to impact somebody. It doesn't have to impact millions. That could be your goal. That's ultimately my goal, to impact millions, billions of people to see what I do, and knowing that they could do the same thing or a similar route to what I want to do. But always stay true to your passions and love what you want to do, and know that God has a plan for you. And this is ultimately why I'm going to drop out of college. I hope that my family, friends, those who know me, those who don't know me, to random strangers, hopefully they will support me in my decision. Hopefully people will learn something from this video. Hopefully I will learn something from my decision, and hopefully I know that there will be greater things to come. And so continue to be the best you. Black kids, know that you could be who you are, and strive to dream big and take control of your life. And so, like, comment, subscribe if you want to. Love yourself, love your family, friends, and just do you.